What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You already know what it is. It's your boy Goods XY Big Z. We back in the building, man. Listen, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. You already know what it is. We here to have some fun, man, all the time. Y'all already know what it is. We talking about Akademiks and T-Rail, Smack, back on Fig, Whack, all these Listen, man, it's turned into a whole mess, man. Listen, if you don't know the story, basically Akademiks went to the Kendrick Lamar concert, and when he went to the Kendrick Lamar concert, the show in Detroit, you know, he was out there posting, saying, you know, I'm here, I'm out here, nobody gonna do this tonight to me. He was talking shit, posting on his Instagram live. Well, they went up there and they went to check him. Yes, they went up there to check him and figure out, yo, what's the temperature? So when they went out there to find out the temperature, the story is that Akademiks folded and he got marked out. Now, Akademiks, of course, like y'all know, came back and said, yo, that ain't never happened. He basically denied all of it, and he said that it was a friendly conversation. Now, the way they told the story, I heard the story from Mac Wop's detail and I heard it from T-Rail's detail, and it sounded like the same story to me, man. And when you got the same story coming up a couple of times, man, you kind of tend to lean to a certain, you know, area. Plus, we all know Akademiks, and we all know the moves that he pulls. He's a weasel, man. Let's be honest, man. He's a fucking weasel in the game. So this ain't far-fetched, man. So this story sounds a little bit more accurate than the one where you was holding your ground and you was ready to get some shit popping, bro. We know that ain't the story, bro. That's not the one we gonna go with. So basically, from here, T-Rail basically gave their account of what happened, and this is what they said happened.
And he thought it was just a friendly talk. Well, that's why this is what he's saying to us. He thought it was just a cool little exchange.
Right.
But you got marked out, and it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Now you from TDE, boy. That's what Max said.
Yeah, for real.
You from TDE now, boy. Now go sit your ass down right here.
Now, it do kind of make sense for somebody to say it was a fair exchange. Knowing you got pressed, I feel like when you come out and say it was a fair exchange, instead of saying, yo, yeah, them boys was ready to do some shit, but I was like, yo, I ain't with none of that stuff. You could say that on camera, dog. Like, if you gonna call yourself a civilian out here, you could say that on camera, man. You could say, like, yo, they came up to me, they was on that shit. I wasn't on none of that shit. You could have said that, but he said it was a fair exchange. I feel like that's something you say when you want to be diplomatic and you just want to say it in a nice way so that the story remains the same on your side and they don't gotta come out and say, yo, nah, that ain't shit. That ain't what really happened. So I think that was the play here. That was what he was trying to do.
Here, sit down and get up when we tell you to. You feel me? You got marked out, boy. Coming over here talking about some. He said, because we can get at it. No, boy. We can get down. That's what we could do.
Yeah.
We could get down. You trying to get
now.
down? Is it personal for you? It's personal for me.
Yeah.
It's personal for you. We
Turn
finna
it
get
down.
down. Nah, it's just content, man. It's content. That's where I'm leaving it at. I'm not coming here to do anything for Drake. I believe at that moment when he said that, do you really think I'm here to slide for Drake? At that moment, I'm thinking Drake ain't never messing with dude again, man.
Even on that part, right? When Akademiks says something like that, do you think I'm here to ride us? This is the weasel shit that he does, bro. Like, how do you not think that people think you here for nefarious reasons if you come through after doing all that defending of Drake? You literally on camera screaming for Drake.
Oh, Drake talking, my bad. He talking.
We've seen you almost shedding tears for Drake.
He didn't see it.
We've seen him do you dirty, tell you dip off his life.
Yo, Akademiks, dip from my life, man. Real talk, man. I'm really like that, bro.
And you still defend Drake. So people are going to think that you're doing this for a reason, bro. What do you think? I don't know if Akademiks really has a grip on reality of what the energy is that he puts out there versus the way he acts when he actually goes and meets with real people in real life. People are all looking at you like this. And I don't know, man, maybe because you spend so much time sitting there with the chat across the screen just coming off, you literally believe everything the chat says. So if the chat says, yeah, Big Ak in the building, Big Ak doing it, you start to believe this shit, man.
It's Big Ak in the building, nigga. Anybody got something?
I really feel you believe you Big Ak. Like, this shit is just crazy. Like, just sitting back watching this guy just act like he's oblivious to everything that's going on with him. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So, as we know, Academics responded. And Academics' response was basically him making threats. But he ended the threats with, I'm a civilian. Every time he made a threat, he kind of ended it off with, I'm a civilian. I'm the one that's supposed to cop please. There's no copping please at this point when you making the threats that you're making, bro. When you making the threats that you making, bro, you saying the things that you saying, you can't at the same time say, I'm copping please. But there's an art to this, man. There's an art to being a bitch-ass nigga.
Get your ass out of here. I'm just a bitch ass nigga. Don't hit me.
There's an art to that. You know what I mean? You gotta move in a certain way, right? And it's the little things that you say that could keep these guys that really could do something to you at bay, right? Because the biggest threat to these guys is they gonna do something to you, crash out, whatever the case is, and you gonna call the police. And that's where I feel like these guys throw in these little things to let you know, hey, I called the police. I'm not gonna fight back. I'm the type that calls the police. This is why Axe sits there and says, I'm a civilian. I'm supposed to cop please. Y'all the gangbangers. I'm the civilian. This is why he says things like that. So to all the people that's out there saying, yo, y'all should have did this. Y'all should have did that. Listen, as if you somebody that really been outside and you understand how shit work, one of the things that you cannot do is allow yourself to be tricked off the streets off of your emotions, bro. Even though we know a lot of niggas that do it. This ain't the play, bro. Having a guy who literally what he does is take situations, talk about it on the internet and amplify them, and also a guy who will call the authorities. Why would you even do something like that? And then imagine going a third time because you went and did something to Academic. Now, that's not to say that, you know, it can't happen, because like I said, there's people out there who willing to crash out over the shit. You feel me? So the disrespect sometimes can actually go above all that shit. There's a certain point of disrespect where people don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. It's about the pride at that point. So following that, Wack decides to jump in and defend Act, which is to me the craziest thing. And there's a lot of reasons why I think he did it, and we'll talk about it. But here go what Wack said, man.
Check this out. Don't be mistaken, homie. No jumper, we stand with Academics, right? No jumper and the academy, we ride as one. Ain't finna be all that double teaming every.
Yo, the team of No Jumper and the Academy is the duo that I didn't see coming, bro. That's watch out now. not No Jumper and the Academy. Oh man, hey, bringing the reinforcements. Man. Imagine everybody getting their ass beat, and then the hero that come in the end is the Academy and No Jumper.
Surprise, motherfucker.
We losing today.
Everybody thinking they bigger than the program. They listen, I hate to say it, you know, it's a couple guys over there. Well, really one guy I got major love for. That's like family, but hey, listen, with war come casualties. Either y'all stand down with Act, right? You know, this just like war. The U.S., we keep our ships in the water everywhere.
What?
Whoever we with. Act ain't got to come this far, bro. Don't make us start firing shots. You been warned. You understand me? What's a community without no jumper? Huh?
A decent one? I don't know.
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
So here's the issue. And this is Academics co-signing the message. It said, there's a table, Wack 100, Adam, Vlad, Say Cheese, Joe Budden, a few more of us. We know what it is. Once Wack speaks, Adam speaks, you already know. Bruh.
Man, you corny!
This is the shit that I mean, man. This is the reason why this man weasels the way he does and he talks the way he does. Because people like this give him a false sense of protection. This is why he talks like this, because shit like this goes down, and guess what he does? He sits back in the comfort of his home and watches this shit go down. Now, I'm gonna say this. To me, it looks like a money play. It's definitely a money play. You know, Wack 100, No Jumper, they benefit off of something like this. So of course they want to insert themselves in this because we all know No Jumper hasn't been doing as well as they would like to do, right? Their numbers don't look the same, and they're just not doing as well as they want to. And that's just keeping it real, man. No knock to them, but it just ain't what it used to be. You know what I mean? And I feel like they're trying to find their place and they're trying to find things that work for them. But at the moment, this seems like something to jump onto and make it a thing. Now just think about it. We haven't heard Wack's name mentioned in anything lately, and we haven't heard Adam mentioning anything outside of the fact that his wife just got banged out again by Jason Love. Weird. But outside of that, we haven't really heard anything from these guys. So this is only a plus for them to jump into something and get mentioned and have something to attach themselves to. So I can see why it would be beneficial for them to throw themselves into this mix. But this message right here just goes on to show you that Akademiks just does this shit because he feels like he's protected some way, somehow. I don't understand how you talk the shit that you do, the way that you do, and then turn around and act like you on civilian mode. That's the part that really fucks me up. But he goes on to mention these people. He says Adam, Vlad, Say Cheese, Joe Budden. So you basically went in through everybody in your bullshit in the mix to try to help you out. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about, bro? Like, this is the crazy part. I don't think those people got anything to do with what we talking about right now. What this is going on right now is you being disrespectful to a group of people, then you showing up and acting like everything's all cool, and then them checking you, and then when they say the story how it happened, you got a different story and you're upset about it. Well, I'm going to say this, man. I really just want everybody to just release the tape. Just release the tape. I think that's what we need to do at the end of the day. Release the footage so everybody can see how it really happened. And then that's it, man. And then we could all, you know, look at the footage and go our own way and talk about how we determine what's going on in the footage, man. Because at the end of the day, like, Akademiks is trying to act like a fucking guy who can do whatever he wants when we know that this is not true. We've seen you move, bro. Like, let's be honest, man. We've seen this. We've seen you move, and a lot of times we just don't see you move at all.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, man. You don't move much. So we don't know what to believe. So we need to see the tape, man. But I feel like it's more on the end of, yeah, they probably checked you, bro. And if you a civilian, just say that. What's so hard about saying that, bro? You can't just say like, bro, yeah, they pressed me. Just say that, bro. As a civilian, it's okay for you to say that. You just said you're supposed to cop plea. So we're supposed to see that. But at the end of the day, all parties gonna benefit from this. But what I really wanted to hear about is I wanted to hear about how AD responded to this. Because we all know AD is one of the guys who basically allows Act to be stalled out in a lot of situations. I mean, we seen that live show that they did, and Act was about to get fucked up, but he was acting like he was hard because he was behind AD and all those guys over there.
Where he at? Tell me come in front of the stage. Where he at? Come to the front.
When the drama came to him, he ain't want that smoke, bro.
He don't really like that though. He don't really like that though. Don't play with me, pussy boy. He don't really like that though.
But AD saved him in that situation too. So let's see what AD got to say about it, because apparently AD has made his stance very clear. So let's see.
Yeah, that's what we on. Academics, nigga. That's what we on, huh? Huh? That's what we on? That's what we on? Cuz, we on that. Hey, if these others ain't on it with you, cuz, I'm on it with you. Cuz.
Everybody who on both sides, I'm on them, taking them down, including Dizzle. He's down.
I'm about to call, cuz. Hey. I'm right here with T-Rail, bro. We live.
What up, cuz?
We trying to figure out what side of history you gonna be on, nigga.
Hey, anybody go with my brother T-Rail, cuz they can get hit by a car. You already know that.
Is that right?
That man said anybody go against T-Rail could get hit by a car, yo. That's hey, listen, that sounds pretty definitive to me, dog. Sounds like a side is chosen.
All right, cuz me and T-Rail, we on some fuck academic shit. Fuck academics, that's what you on?
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
What you on, T-Rail?
If that's what the squad, I'm on it, cuz.
All right, we want to hear you say it, though, cuz.
Fuck, cuz.
No, say fuck academics, cuz.
Hey, fuck act, cuz. Fuck everybody.
Yeah, there we go, cuz.
There we go, boy.
So they called AD, and they had AD pick a side. So AD picking a side, right? Okay, all right.
Yeah, get with it, Dizzle.
Yeah. So now say he was trying to fuck little boy. Say that too.
Yeah, get on that.
Say it. Get on that.
Get on that phone, nigga.
Y'all done woke me up for this shit.
Hey, before you get off the phone, say fuck academics, nigga. You a real FMW nigga.
Fuck actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. So that's AD basically saying what he's saying, man. The way I look at this is, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think, honestly, the same way fades be offered for people to just get their problems getting going on, get the fade, man. Get the fade going, man. That's how I see it. All right, so let's see what AD got to say, man.
So you taking that stance
I don't
all
think
the way?
that nigga doing that for clicks. I think he really believed that.
He probably do.
He believed it, but it's also like, I think they put light on that shit like, hey, let's talk about it, more than the average podcast, because that's where all our viral takes come from when you get mad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About Drake shit. You know what I mean? That's every time you see something on their show, it's always the Drake viral clips. Him talking about Drake or something.
Damn, was Joe Budden right?
I think this nigga, he really think he went into No Jumper, outsmarted everybody. And that was a long time ago. Remember when he sat down? AD wasn't even there.
I was in Tennessee. I remember that day.
Like I wasn't sitting down because I needed that shit. I was sitting down because I fucked with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and that white boy was sitting there hating already because he already knew the potential, but he didn't know how to really keep that shit going. And then you have this nigga Akademiks who hated this nigga and still hates Adam to this day. I don't know why they even still talk to him, but he probably still, he really actually idolized you though, Adam. This nigga a fuck nigga. You know what I mean? Because he want to do porn and he want to do all that nasty shit you doing, but he a black nigga and he really don't want to be judged.
Yo, that's a good viewpoint, man, to say that Akademiks really wants to be like Adam, but he can't do the shit that Adam does. I can see that, man. That's a good viewpoint.
Fat sweaty ass, you feel me? Like, so he's sitting in there, he acting like he got us going or something, like he manipulating us. This is how he think of the West Coast. This is how he think like we some dumb ghetto gang banging niggas. Like he could come in there with just some little ideology and just milk it real quick and have our brains turn into where, oh, you know what? We don't need this white man. I'm like, man.
But that's the one thing I gotta say. This is where it looks bad, right? Because Akademiks thinks he does think he can infiltrate shit and run shit and have things, orchestrate things. He ran the play at No Jumper, that stupid shit. He really does believe that shit. And whether he's wrong or not, what's going on right now is that what's making this look crazy is the Wack situation, right? Wack jumping into this and talking about if T-Rail and all these people, this, that is gonna be a problem. We got soldiers all over. That shit right there is the part that makes this shit look corny. Because we got these guys who ain't far from each other. Y'all on the same coast. Y'all all supposed to be riding for each other on that coast. The fact that y'all got somebody way over there in Jersey sitting back now and watching this shit while y'all sit there talking about, yeah, it's up for this side. They do it. It's up for that side. They fighting over there on the other side. And this man sitting in his basement cracking jokes and talking into the microphone. So that's where it looks bad. So in a way, he is kind of orchestrating the chaos over there. If we being honest about it, we just got to keep it real. In a way, he is orchestrating the chaos and people falling for the okie doke, whether it's for content or not, bro. We could call it content now, but it changes and turns into something else the minute somebody goes overboard or somebody that's affiliated with one side says something to the other thing and then now it's up. Then it's not content no more. That quick. And then guess who slithers away on the other side and goes back to their basement? That guy. So in that case, that's where it goes it gets a little shaky, dog. So people gotta understand, like, getting tricked out of your position. Sometimes you think you riding for some shit, but at the end of the day, you really getting tricked out of your shit.
That day, if you look at that video, we could go back to the video that you was sitting there looking at, reacting to. That day, it was 10 niggas behind that table. We really was sitting there ready for you to say something to Adam, but Adam really didn't want to really go at it with you because he's a bitch. And I don't even really know why he's scared of you. But if you would have said something to Adam that day, would have slapped your face all the way off. Slap! That day you got pressed again, you feel me, to go ahead and give niggas they flowers. And nigga in that motherfucker that you didn't even know because you seen all these niggas in here and you acted right in that bitch. You feel me? And then we was like, hey, you know what? He a cool nigga, man. You know what I mean? Let the bro slide. He don't mean no harm. He good. But those weren't my homies. Those are AD homies. You know what I mean?
So soon as some shit happen, guess what, nigga? Soon as a nigga go at any of us, nigga, you over there sucking dick, nigga, straight up.
Now over there, nigga, oh, nigga, I don't want no problems with you, so give it to me. Like, no, cuz, that shit weak as fuck, bro. That shit is weak as fuck. I'm like, nigga, you scary ass bitch, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. The last time that you thought you saw one of us, nigga, you was ass and elbows, and we ain't even turn that shit to content, nigga. You scary as fuck too, nigga.
That shit is crazy.
Scary as we over here living nice. No jumper over there looking like a used car lot, nigga. That shit, nigga.
Akademiks too,
Y'all
nigga.
niggas need to look at us like that. Fuck that fat ass nigga too. You talk about the disabled niggas I told you the last time, cuz. Since I'm the only nigga that got access to you, since I'm the only nigga that you say that you fuck with, then honor the motherfucking fade. Nigga, I will fly to New Jersey. Nigga, we can get it in like men and get this shit out the way, nigga. But all that...
Yo. Hey, look, the fade has been offered. The fade has been offered. So I want to see how Act gonna respond to this one. Because Act been telling people for the longest, fly to New Jersey, fly to New Jersey, fly to New Jersey, come to New Jersey. Listen, it's right there for you, dog. On a platter. You ready to fly to New Jersey? What? The car's on your side, Act.
That talking shit, that shit is out. Only said, and then Wack is with it too. Fuck his bald-headed ass too, nigga. For real, He whack-headed shit to me either, nigga. Oh God, these niggas is crazy, bro. I be sitting back being humble. I be chilling.
That nigga said, nigga, we going to war. That nigga, we going to war. Nigga, fuck
out of here.
Like we supposed to trap LaRoss.
Like we supposed to be like, ooh.
Fuck all them niggas, cuz. What you mean? Trap LaRoss and fucking Lunch and Adam. Academics, suck a dick. You Lunch is crazy. Boy chasing. Nigga, how about that?
Niggas ain't getting no chili over there, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga.
I have to cut that one.
Nigga, go rent out the FMW. Y'all can go rent out the FMW Sprinter van, bitch. Go ahead.
Chasing little boys and shit. Chasing boys' booties in the grocery store. Nigga, that's your squad, nigga. That's what your squad do.
We line up the academy, too.
Chasing
we got
booties.
niggas in wheelchairs, too, nigga. We swap.
That's crazy. The Academy and No Jumper as a team, as a collective. This shit is crazy, man. Listen, man. It's going to be interesting, though. I really think it's going to be interesting, though, because we going to see the difference in how Akademiks responds to this. Because y'all already know at the end of the day, he responds to everything. Y'all going to see the difference in how he responds to this. And I could call it already. Y'all going to see there's going to be a difference in his response when it comes to AD versus the response when it came to T-Rail and Smack. Because we know AD has been stalling Act out for a very long time. You know what I mean? So now that AD is saying, yo, we can run it up in Jersey. Like, let me know. I'll come up to Jersey and we'll run it up, get it going. It's interesting to see how he gonna take this. Now, he might take it a different way now that he feel like he got whacked behind his back. And you know, he's very naive in that sense. Well, he'll probably feel like he's super protected. And he might feel like he could talk some shit. But at the end of the day, now it's time for you to show and prove. Mr. Civilian, show and prove. You've been talking to shit. They call you out for the fade. Don't come back and say, I'm supposed to cop please now. Just go take the fade if you really about that. Because you already made threats where you said that if somebody touched you, it'll be the last day they out here. So show up and prove, man. We trying to see, yo, Big Act, this the time to be Big Act. This the time where you could actually be Big Act and people gonna be like, yo, it ain't just about his back. That name's really Big Act. Imagine a world where they say that, man.
Suave, you can get down with the homie facts, nigga. Everybody can just line this shit up and get this shit out the way,
These
bro.
niggas out here chasing booties, homie. These niggas chasing little boy sticks, bro. Y'all asking about little boy sticks.
Nigga at our live show, cuz nigga fist balled up about to sock niggas off for this nigga.
Damn, you was about to do that for cuz.
Yeah.
That's
just
out
for a
of
nigga
pocket.
to say, yeah, nigga, oh, y'all dumb. I called at him and
That's out of pocket.
Yeah, and then AD basically backed him up. And this is why Act talks the way that he does, because he thinks he got these like people to do shit for him, and then he just sit back in his basement. I'm telling y'all, he just sits back in his basement, and then he just, you know, he's sitting back.
See what I'm like, oh, that's some sucker shit.
But look, y'all, man, that's just what it is, man. I really hope that he accepts this. I don't think he will. Let me just keep it real. I don't think he will, but it's interesting to see AD's stance on it. Now that AD's stance is, yo, fuck that. I want to see where he goes with this. I want to see how he responds to this. Is he gonna respond with a lot of respect and be cordial and be nice with his tone? I think so. But let's see how this plays out, man. AD has offered him the fade, and let's see where this goes. It's your boy Goods, BigZoeTV. Let's go.
Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.